Hello, today I'm sharing some fantastic Amazon finds that I've been loving and think you will too, and everything is under $25. My product assortment is a little random today, I think, but each of these has made some kind of a difference to me over the past month or so I'm excited to share them with you. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. There's so much to look through on Amazon and a lot of great product discoveries, but a lot of duds too. So when I find products that really stand out to me or that I reach for day in and day out, I love curating them and putting them in these videos and sharing them with you, and you seem to really enjoy watching them. I make Amazon videos about once a month, so if you enjoy this type of content and just everyday beauty made easy in general, that's what my channel is all about. I have a lot of great Amazon products to share with you today, so let's go ahead and get started. I'll start with a product that I grabbed just to see what would happen. I really didn't expect much in terms of results, but I was so beyond pleasantly surprised that it's now a staple for me. So I do need to preface this by saying I don't have Botox or filler. I have full movement on my face, despite what some people like to come in my comment section and tell me that I have. I have an entire video on at-home alternatives to Botox and filler. I'll have it linked up in the corner for you and down below in my description box, along with all the products I'm sharing and wearing today if you want to see what I'm currently doing instead. I do realize that these things can only take you so far if you're continually making the expressions that cause expression lines. I'm not saying I'll never do it, but this is what I'm doing right now, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with getting those things or doing whatever you want to do. So that leads me to these 24 karat gold hydrogel forehead patches, because one of my problem areas, or an area that kind of bothers me when I look in the mirror, we all have those, are my horizontal forehead lines. I am seeing them at rest, and sometimes foundation gathers in that area. So my thought process with this was that sometimes I'll place facial smoothies, those little stickers that you place where you have expression lines. You place them on your face overnight to keep you from making expressions in your sleep, so that those areas are more relaxed and your expression lines less visible during the day. I'll have those linked too if you're interested. I've shared those a lot here on my channel. I was thinking this might be a version of that, but with added skincare ingredients in it. And I also had some really great luck with some under eye gold patches a few months ago. So I was kind of combining several things into one for my forehead. So this has aloe to rejuvenate, vitamin E to defend against stress, shea butter to deeply hydrate. It also has the 24 karat gold and collagen to help boost elasticity and smooth. Although I know collagen is not supposed to be able to penetrate the skin, but you know, it's all about the deep hydration and the immobilization for me. So each of these comes in this little plastic sleeve that makes a lot of noise when you open it, so make sure no one's asleep. And it has this kind of slippery silicone feel. You just place it on your forehead and smooth it out. And they say for the first use to leave it on for 20 minutes just to make sure that you take to it okay. And if you do fine, then you can leave it on for 30 to 60 minutes and use it 2 to 3 times a week. And I've used it that way. I've used it in the morning for 30 to 60 minutes, even 90 minutes, and it's worked really well for giving me nice hydration and smoothing within that amount of time. But what I really love doing with this is using it overnight. Once I press it on pretty firmly, it stays. It doesn't slide all around, which I was really surprised about since it does feel pretty wet, and it somehow stays on overnight. And what happens overnight is that this dries up and becomes very paper thin, almost like dried seaweed, but it doesn't break or tear. And when I peel it off in the morning, I love the way my forehead looks. It's so nice and smooth from, I think, the dual action of getting those deeply hydrating ingredients infused into my skin, along with this sort of immobilizing my forehead and keeping me from making expressions. It doesn't add extra greasiness. I just love these things. A box of 12 is $20. I mean, I'm not using them every day, but they're definitely worth keeping on hand. Like I said, I was not expecting to get any results from these whatsoever, but if you are bothered by your forehead lines and you have a special event coming up, you might want to take a look at these. I'm so picky about what I put on my face, and I love these. When I first ordered Beauty of Joseon Revive Eye Serum, I didn't take note of what the actual retinoid was that was in here, but when I noticed it after receiving it, I got so excited. We'll talk about that here in a second. But this is $15 for 1 ounce, which is a lot. Most eye creams are not 1 ounce, so it's an amazing value. It's fragrance-free, cruelty-free, and vegan. So this has a 10% ginseng extract to help with skin elasticity and protection and to deeply hydrate and nourish. And that works synergistically with a 2% retinol liposome, not retinol, retinol, which stimulates collagen synthesis and helps with fine lines and wrinkles. And the reason why I was excited when I saw that it was retinol versus retinol is because in order of strength, you have retinol, retinol, and then tretinoin. And I had already been using another retinol eye product, but I wanted to try this. I was just really excited to see that. It's usually very gentle as well. It's also got niacinamide to help with signs of fatigue by brightening and helping with the skin barrier as well. It has a very nice, lightweight, creamy gel texture that leaves your under eye area feeling hydrated, yet not sticky. It's not a heavy eye cream. Sometimes treatment eye creams can feel a little bit heavy, and sometimes eye creams that have treatments in them like retinol, retinol can sort of dry down and you don't get that hydration with them. But there's something with the formulation of this that involves breaking down retinol into smaller elements and enclosing them in liposomes with natural lipids, oils, and ingredients like glycerin, niacinamide, which we mentioned earlier, and cholesterol. It makes it highly effective yet gentle and hydrating. I mean, you can see that hydration on the back of my hand. It's never given me milia or anything like that. I've been enjoying this at night quite a bit. Another great K-beauty product, another great product from Beauty of Joseon that I've really been enjoying if you're looking for a good treatment hydrating eye cream that helps with fine lines, wrinkles, elasticity, and firmness. This is a good one. And to help you apply your eye cream or to use it by itself, this is one of my favorite discoveries from the past few weeks that I'm hoping is still in stock. I just checked yesterday and it was running low, so I'll talk about some alternatives here in a minute, but this is a mini zinc alloy eye roller and mini gua sha tool all in one that I think is so perfect for just localized concentration around the eye area, even for around this kind of hard to get nasolabial fold area right by the nose. This little gua sha tool is perfect for that. I have a video on how I do gua sha massage. I'll have that linked up above and down below in my description box too. But I love having a mini eye roller just for the eye area, whether it's to apply product or just to help depuff and feel good in the morning. Some of the ice globes you see are pretty large and they just don't fit the eye contours very well. So I was specifically looking for ones that were mini, and this fit that bill perfectly, and it was just a bonus that it had this gua sha tool so you could multitask with it. And some of the ones that I saw had a little screw on the end to help it rotate, but this didn't. I've used this plenty of times. It works beautifully. The ball turns smoothly 360 degrees. It's great to travel with too, a little multitasking tool. And this was $10. So if this is out of stock, they didn't have anything that was exact that had both the mini gua sha tool and the roller. I actually found one for $10 that's coated and is shaped more like this and goes to a point. And then I found one that was kind of like this and was, I think, also zinc alloy that was around $17 that had pointed ends. This is one I got from Sephora a while back. I just love that mini eye roller for around your eye area, whether it's to apply product or use by itself. You couldn't find these many places years ago. I received some from a brand once and I hunted and hunted to try and share some with you. Couldn't find them anywhere. And now I feel like we're seeing them more, which I'm loving. I feel like no matter what type of hair you have, no matter if you're male or female, this is a product everyone could use. This is the R+Co Dart pomade stick. So this is great for you if you just need a little bit of styling, maybe some pieciness, maybe you have some flyaways, but you don't want to add any goop to your hair. You don't want to change the finish or the texture, or maybe you need to redirect something that's going on with your hair. So a couple of minutes ago, I started this segment and started it over, something I do sometimes, and I just took a little bit on my finger and just took it through this little section right here because I had a little bit of frizz focus going on, but you can't tell I added product there at all. I've tamed flyaways with the stick directly. I've taken my finger in it and then tamed flyaways that way. Now, when I first started filming this video, I had my bangs parted completely differently and they were kind of driving me crazy. So I split them differently and they would not have stayed this way without this. I mean, I maybe could have used something else, but it was just really easy with this. I just took some of my fingers and kind of ran my fingers through it and they're staying, but my hair is still pliable and you can't tell I have anything in it really. It didn't change the finish of my hair. It kind of has a matte finish to it, but it doesn't make your hair look dull, nor does it make it look wet. It really doesn't change the finish of your hair. It has a nice light, pleasant scent to it that I don't notice after it's in my hair. It says if you want messy texture, groom definition, or just need to tame a few pesky flyaways, this never misses the mark and you can use it on damp or dry hair. It's $25 for this stick, which seems like it's a lot because it is pretty small, but when I tell you this thing is going to last you forever, when I take my finger across it, it just leaves the thinnest veil of product and that's really all you need. This will last you a really long time. This wasn't something I was originally going to put in this video because this is a long time favorite foundation of mine that I've shared in numerous videos, but mine was old, so I just repurchased it a couple weeks ago actually. Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. There's also the dewy and smooth version if you have normal to dry skin, but this is available on Amazon for less than $10 and this is one of the best drugstore foundations out there that smooths pores and looks beautiful and natural and softly matte and wears so beautifully throughout the day. So this is just kind of an extra. I wanted to throw this in here because it was sitting here on my desk and I was reminded that I did order this from Amazon because they have it and this is one of my favorite drugstore foundations of all time. If you've been dealing with dry cuticles or your skin around your nails like I have, I've had some very hard areas around my nails that just never seem to go away, you know? I started following a YouTube channel that had some great suggestions for that. I think it's called The Salon Life. I'll have it linked down below, but these are some of the products that she suggested. So I'm gonna share what I've been doing and those products. So one of the products is actually a foot cream. It's the Carousel Intensive Foot Repair. It's actually for cracked heels and dry feet, but it works particularly well if you have hardened skin around your cuticles or skin that isn't separating from your nail that you can't push back because it exfoliates, softens, and moisturizes all in one. It has a 5% salicylic acid, 10% urea, and some other ingredients in it that just work really well in this one cream. So she suggested to use this at night, just a tiny amount all around the nail, and every night or every other night gently push your cuticle area back with a nail pusher. And I've been using these glass nail pushers. They come with little protective sleeves. A set of 4 is around $7 and this was less than $10 for 1 ounce, and this is going to last you forever because you barely use any. Now, so the first 2 weeks I was doing this at night, and the most important thing is massaging some kind of an oil around your cuticles after every time you wash your hands, which I've never really done before. I've always applied lotion, but that's not enough. Jojoba oil is one of the best oils you can use, and I already had a jar. I have this one right here. A pretty large bottle, 4 ounces, is less than $10. So you can get 1 bottle and split it between 2 dropper bottles and keep one in your kitchen, one in your bathroom. I keep a 4-ounce bottle in both locations because I just had them. You can do whichever you prefer, but I also grabbed a treatment pen to keep it in my purse on the go because I'm not going to carry a bottle with me on the go. So I got this C&D Rescue RXX Repairing and Conditioning Daily Keratin Treatment. It's a little twist up pen. That way I can just swipe it on my nails, and it has some nice ingredients in it because a lot of the cuticle oils have a lot of fillers in them. They're not all the same, and I found that after washing my hands, applying a lotion like I already did, and then applying the oil around my nails, and then at night applying the carousel and doing my little cuticle pushing very gently has really started to transform the area around my nail beds. It's started to really help with those hard skin areas around my nails. About a week and a half ago, I started also applying the carousel in the morning, just a tiny bit, not doing the cuticle pushing, but I added this in the morning. But if you're having similar issues, and I feel like a lot of us do, especially in the summertime when, I don't know, I feel like everything gets really dry, this has really helped me. You know, did not happen overnight. I would say after about 3 weeks, I started seeing a big change. This is another product I think everyone can benefit from. You do not have to be sick to need this throat coat tea. I discovered it from this, but it was my singer nephew or my singer actor nephew who brought it over to me. And I've since learned that teachers use it. People who speak a lot and need to keep their throat lubricated use this a lot. And of course, if you are sick, it is great for that. But I was sick in the beginning of May, and this helped lubricate my throat so much because a lot of my sickness had to do with a dry throat and coughing. So when I originally ordered this, I didn't realize how much I was going to get for my money. I was just ordering it because I needed it. It was $15 and the box included 6 boxes. You get a ton for $15, I think. You get 96 tea bags. It says here that for generations, the slippery elm tree has played an important role in Native American herbal medicine, and eucalyptus has also played a role in Australian Aboriginal herbal medicine. And this unique blend taps into both of those to give support for both the throat and the chest. It tastes kind of sweet and earthy with a hint of mint. I put a bit of honey in here too, which is also good for the throat. And there's something about this that just really does give some lasting lubrication. 15 bucks for 96 bags. It's certainly worth having on hand for if something comes up. And also to go along with this, the throat drops. I grabbed these too. They did help me with coughing, but they just soothe and lubricate your throat. They're great before you're going to have to talk for a long time. Sometimes I use them before filming. They're of course great if you get sick, but these have 16 in them. The flavor I got was lemon, ginger, echinacea. This is eucalyptus. There are a few flavors to choose from. I think this was $5 for a bag, but definitely worth keeping on hand and useful, I think, for anyone to keep in your medicine cabinet. Most of this video has been beauty or wellness or health related, but now we have some clips that I purchased on a whim because my beach towel kept blowing up on my chair and falling on my head, and it was really bothering me. So I just grabbed these from Amazon, and I thought, okay, those are cute, and they looked weather resistant and like they would actually grip and hold a towel down, and they won't get nasty like a wooden clothespin, you know. And they work extremely well to clip a towel to a beach chair, to hold down a tablecloth, or for drying clothes. Whatever you need to use these for, these are great. They're really aesthetically pleasing too if you're into that, and they come with a nice drawstring bag. It's a set of 12 for $16. They're very durable. It's one of those products that has been more useful than I thought it would be, but it's really helped me out. Are eucalyptus stems life-changing? Probably not, but they are aesthetically pleasing, or they can be. I ordered them to see if they were actually attractive, if I would like them. So you get 6 of them for 17 bucks. So I thought, why not? And they actually look good. I like bundling them together. I've put them in with other types of branches, and they just add a little something to your home, and sometimes you need that just to kind of zhuzh up a space a little bit. This was one of those products that I just thought, you know, let's get it, let's see what happens. They might fall apart, they might look terrible, I can report back, but I am pleased to say that these are actually attractive. So if you've been looking for decent eucalyptus stems, you can get 6 for $17. I like them, I approve. They live in my house. Not that I'm the end all be all or have the final say, but I will probably end up getting more at some point. Sometimes I share big Amazon finds, sometimes I share small Amazon finds. I just have a lot of fun making these videos, and I hope you walk away with something fun and useful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. You can see more big and small Amazon finds here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.